Hey everybody, I hope you're good. Welcome back to the film show with Juliet Kamanga. I have changed my name actually. Anyway, so today I would like to do a movie review on a movie called XX. I found this movie because I was going through like a few, new movies and it kind of stood out because it's a horror anthology directed by four women. And I was really interested in it because I hardly see female directors in the industry. It's very hard for us to get out there. So I was very disappointed to find out this movie was actually not that great. The movie is split into four shorts. The first one is called The Box. It's about a young boy who looks into a stranger's box on the train on his way home from the shops with his mother and sister. Then he stops eating for no apparent reason. And okay, I will have to add that the food in this movie is pretty amazing. You see pizza, you see Chinese food, you see fried chicken. It's just fantastic. Anyway, he then tells his sister the secret about what was in the box, and then he also tells his father about what was in the box, and he never tells his mother what was in the box. So his sister and his father and himself stop eating, and it gets worse, and it's just terrible. And the movie leaves you with lots of questions, which I hate. I hate a movie that sets you up and then leaves you hanging, because there's a difference between an open-ended ending and an ending that cheated you, and this one cheated me. I was so angry because I had a bunch of questions like, what was in the box? Why did he not tell his mother the secret? And why was his mother really calm about the situation? It was very weird. The mother was so calm throughout this fact that her family was not eating. They were all like skinny and anorexic and stuff, and like she's just smiling and stuff. It was really weird. And my next question is why this was considered a horror movie. It's more of a thriller, maybe a drama, but not a horror. So I don't understand why it belongs in this horror anthology. The next one is The Birthday Party. I actually liked this one because the cinematography was beautiful and it had a very good feel to it, but that was also a problem because this was meant to be a horror, but it was more like a black comedy or something. A woman finds her husband dead on her daughter's birthday and she tries to hide him before the party starts. Now, this story is so well told on its own. Like, I love it by itself if it was its own thing, but as a collective, the story just does not fit. The next one is called Don't Fall. This was the only one that was, to me, that was considered a horror, and it's about four friends who go on a trip, camping trip in like a desert-looking place, and one encounters this creepy form. I don't know what to call it, if it's a creature or a form or whatever, and it possesses her, right? And then she starts killing her friends. Creepy. Now, there's no reason for an explanation for this because it works so well. It's a horror and it's a short film. You don't need so much. And it's not like I got scared. I slept fine. But, it still kept the horror theme, And then the next one is called Her Only Son. So it's pretty much about a woman who has a soon-to-be 18-year-old son. And he's pretty messed up, hey? He, like, pins squirrels to trees and tortures people at school. Like, he pulled off this girl's fingernails and everyone found this, Anyway, everyone can feel his dog presence and stuff, but like the neighborhood celebrates it, right? Which is extremely strange because his mother doesn't understand his behavior and she doesn't understand why everyone's okay with it.
He revealed himself to be a truly remarkable human being.
A prodigy, really.
When we actually find out that she made a deal with the devil of some sort, and he's the devil's son, and the devil wants to come for him. And I'm talking about like the actual devil, And I have an in-between feeling about this one. I like it, but at the same time, I don't, like my life would continue if I never saw it, It's like whatever. But I did like that it had this kind of we need to talk about Kevin feel to it, because it's like messed up sons and mothers who are like vulnerable and don't know what to do with them. It was, it reminded me of that, but like otherwise, it was alright, man. Then there was the stop motion in between each film and then in the beginning of the film and the end of the film. It didn't relate to anything, in my opinion. Like, I think stop motion is fantastic. It is so beautifully done, but it makes no sense in the story. And I wish that the stop motion told a small story introducing the next film, but it didn't. I don't know what they were trying to do. I don't know if they're trying to be extremely artistic, but I didn't see it. It just missed me, I guess. So I'd give this a 6 out of 10 because I liked 3 stories on their own, but the lack of connection other than the fact that women directed it is not good enough. It's not a good enough reason to make this, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just say because women are directing it. That makes no sense. It has to have some sort of theme, and this one just lacks it. This shouldn't be discouraging. We should actually have more films like this because it's pretty interesting. I'd like to see more anthologies of like-minded directors, But let's make sure that the films actually complement each other because it ends up being a flop if it doesn't. But otherwise, individually, some of these films were really great. The box would have been great if it didn't leave me hanging. But otherwise, 6 out of 10 is not that bad, I guess.